place
Here's what
in
I
the
think.
federal guidelines where you can have 10 machine guns and get 1 year of community service and 1 year.
This tea is really hot, so you all better take a seat for this one, girl. I was just called out by 50 Cent. Furthermore, he accused T.I. of allegedly smuggling someone into the legal system to get his son. King Harris off the hook when King was arrested on major gun-related crimes. As you are all aware, a quiet little beef has been simmering between these two ever since. T challenged 50 to a hit-for-hit fight, but 50 declined. And if you know 50, you are aware that he never harbors resentment. He's back now, wondering how those charges vanished without warning. According to 50 allegations, I actually pushed some strings to save his son. Let's take a sip of this tea and discuss everything, girl. Okay, so in case you missed it, King Harris T's son was reportedly taken into custody by the police on serious gun charges a few days earlier. According to police department sources, King might spend 5 years in prison. Yes, it was awful. However, King had the entire situation planned out for him. Despite coming from a rich family, he had a strong desire to live on the streets. Indeed, King has previously been arrested while carrying a firearm. He was stopped in 2024 for almost sideswiping a police car as he was leaving a gas station. Officers said they smelled marijuana coming from his automobile right away. Things truly took a turn for the worse when they discovered a gun during his search. Police found King was already sought in South Carolina on a failure to appear warrant after checking his details. He was escorted directly to the county jail after being detained.
Other than what I'm telling you, and I mean, you seem like a cool kid. I don't want anything to come out of this. So let's just make sure that the warrant's valid and go from there, okay?
Alright, make sure that the warrant's valid.
Alright, I need you to step out the vehicle.
What you want to do? You want to take my gun off my head?
Yes, sir.
Just one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
It's guns over there.
Alright, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
King was later released on bail, but he was still trapped in the streets. Shortly after, he collaborated on a song video with Tootie Rabuzi's son. To put it mildly, it developed into a comprehensive parenting intervention. When T and Boozy saw the youngsters brandishing their firearms on television, they both stormed the stage, something that neither father had.
What is it about this?
It's not illegal.
Well, in the manner in which you portraying in the lifestyle, it don't look legitimate, sir. Because I'm not supporting no whore. I'm not. Can't do it. I'm not. What kind of parents don't support their kids in their goddamn slide? Right. And you popping it. And you got your book there. So just those 12 pull up and they say, hey, who do you belong to? Who raised their hand? Somebody got to raise their hand. I've been seeing him around too here a lot. You gonna raise your own hand? I've been seeing him around too. Huh? Well, when you got it ain't lame, it ain't. I know that. When y'all got around those people, that's called it's not possession of and commission of a crime, sir. That is a felony. Yeah. Thank you.
Could even be heard remarking, "You've got girls here," in response to the question of why they were out here shooting weapons when there were girls on set. Why don't you discuss your love life? From there, T transformed the incident into a sobering lesson in life, explaining how possessing an unlicensed firearm or even someone else's drugs could result in a police run-in and a subsequent incarceration. However, it appeared like King Harris grew wilder the more I tried to mentor him and help him break those negative tendencies. King and Big Nana welcomed a baby just months after I practically interrupted one of his video shootings. Insiders now claim that T wasn't particularly pleased. He had two main reasons for wanting to be a grandfather, not because he didn't want one. First, rumors have it that T thought King was not at all prepared to be a father. Second, King is much younger than Big Nana, according to sources. She was simply there for the publicity and the Harris family's wealth. And I don't think the love was genuine. Fans actually believed that having a child would provide King with a sense of purpose and possibly ease his infatuation with the whole street life. But that didn't work out. He soon faced very significant gun-related allegations. This is when it gets really juicy. Prosecutors were unable to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt. so the judge dismissed it before it even reached trial. King's guilt was reasonable doubt. Although many people cursed, the evidence appeared to be rather solid. Then, however, 50 Cent quickly jumped right into this mess. According to inside sources, 50 is claiming that T may have given a small token of appreciation to a member of the legal system in order to clear his son, King Harris. The source claims that 50 stated that it seemed as though the judge had only arrived for formalities and that he had never witnessed a case get dismissed that quickly. 50 Cent is now known for being an excellent troll. Another thing about 50 is that although he would troll, he would always be honest. Everyone is looking the other way when he begins to imply that T should butter some hands. Naturally, though, some fans believe that 50 is not merely revealing information. He may be prodding the bear since he and T have been having a simmering argument for a while. 50 Cent and T haven't exactly been best friends for a long time, in case you didn't know. When T openly challenged 52 Everzoo's fight in 2020, their drama began. In addition to declining the invitation, 50 did so in a manner that many perceived as blatantly rude. Things quickly took a turn for the worst after that. They began disparaging one another about album sales and who actually possessed a larger library. As you are undoubtedly aware, 50 Cent can be rather expensive. He even went so far as to mock T on Twitter for that notorious Crime Stoppers video, because it rekindled the long-standing snitch suspicions that have plagued Tip for years. The video ended up becoming T's worst enemy.
This is about another kind of tip that can help our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, and our fathers help get the perpetrators who commit crimes against them off the streets. All you got to do is call Crime Stoppers Atlanta. Tips can be anonymous, and there's even a reward. The number to Crime Stoppers Atlanta is 404-577-8477. That's 404-577-TIPS. Channel 2, community coverage you can count on.
Long-running rumors that T had snitched on his own cousin, who died in the middle of a trial, purportedly to avoid a case had already been plaguing him. Although T has consistently refuted the allegation, the resurgence of that old Crime Stoppers public service announcement undoubtedly hurt his reputation and served to further spread the allegations. Furthermore, collaborating with the federal government is already viewed as snitching in certain circles, let alone agreeing to be featured in a full-length public service announcement.
Oh, you were saying T.I. was a rat.
Well, yeah. Man, everybody knows.
Show me one place in the federal guidelines where you can have 10 machine guns and get 1 year of community service and 1 year incarcerated.
For that footage, T actually didn't have much of a reply. A Cold War between him and 50 Cent was essentially set in stone after that. Many fans believed that 50 was merely trying to stir up problems, or perhaps even persuade authorities to look into the issue again when he hinted that T might have bribed some palms to get his son off the hook. In any case, it's crazy, everyone. Fans are commenting about 50 Cent calling out T.I. for smuggling someone into the legal system to get his son, King Harris, off the hook. They have commented that if 50 Cent mentions your name, he is throwing you an alley-oop, much as he did with Chamillionaire. Even Chamillionaire acknowledged that his failure to openly reply was a mistake. When TL shows up on social media, he is truly tone-deaf and only chooses feuds that he can win. 50C is more confident and brave when it comes to arguing with people. There will be no harmony between the two men. Observe the lessons he is imparting to his son. King recently had his own son, and now he believes that he can do anything he wants because his parents are wealthy. He must have lost sight of his race. Simple ignorance. Do you believe that T really distributed some cash? Or do you believe that this story is more complex than what 50 is covering? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Then read the following tale.